Yes, exactly.
All right, Mrs. Peak, could you please call us out of closed session?
Did you just call for that? Oh, okay. The council has reconvened from closed session where it discussed or conferred with their labor negotiators. That would be the city manager and administrative services director regarding labor negotiations with the San Marcos Classified Miscellaneous Employees Association and the San Marcos Supervisors Association. The council engaged in discussion, provided unanimous direction to its negotiators, and no further reportable action was taken. And that concludes the closed session report.
Okay, thank you. Then the special meeting is adjourned, and we're 2 minutes late. That's the first time that's happened in my mayorship. So we are starting I'd like to call the regular meeting to order. This is March 24th, 2026. And if you could please all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I have an invocation this evening. Lord God, I just thank you for our beloved city of San Marcos and all of our residents that reside here and our businesses that are come here and call their home to their businesses. We thank you for everyone that visits. We thank you that we've got such a wonderful community and that we all tend to come together, and we have that special secret sauce of our volunteers. Tonight we're going to be celebrating some of them, and we just thank you for each one of them. We thank you for our community. We thank you that each one of us up here at the dais is willing to serve our community, and we have set aside the time to do so. And we thank you and praise you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Okay, with that, we will be moving on to the Smile Award. So this evening we have...
Madam Mayor,
I'm
just
sorry,
for the record.
roll call. We're all here.
Yes.
Thank you. We're all here. See, you know what? When I'm feeling like we're running late, I start panicking. Anyway, so we're all here, and then we do have a Smile Award. So since, by the way, Councilmember LeBlanc is doing great. She's still, though, convalescing just a touch. So we want to make sure that we are not making you stand too long. So I'm thinking that I will read the proclamation for the Smile Award, and then I'll have everyone come down, if that's okay with all of you. All right. I will be out in front. Oops. So as I mentioned, we have the honor of having such amazing volunteers in our city, and you all have your shirts on this evening, which I love. I know. Holly, and that's probably because Holly, as soon as she was done working at the city, she was probably ready to retire all of her official garb. But we sure are thankful that we have you here this evening. I have some comments, but I'd like to bring you all down. Oh, I do have actually, let's see. We have Catherine Gray, Jason Simmons, Lauren King, Holly Malin, and Nick Buck, plus Marty Walls, Debbie Thompson, Travis Lindsay, and Michael Taylor. So if you could please come down, that would be great. I'll make you guys stand, but I'm not making Councilmember LeBlanc stand this evening. Anyway, the San Marcos City Council proudly presents the San Marcos Inspiration, Leadership, and Excellence Award, the SMILE Award, to the Friends of San Marcos Parks and Recreation. Established in 2013, the Friends of San Marcos Parks and Recreation is a nonprofit organization dedicated to enhancing the city's parks and recreation system by connecting resources, partnerships, and expertise. Through its ongoing commitment to accessibility and community enrichment, the organization provides $10,000 annually in scholarships, supports many educational opportunities, such as the Jacks Pond Nature Center, and helps ensure that all residents can participate in meaningful recreational experiences. Its signature event, the Double Peak Challenge, brings together hundreds of participants while benefiting our community and community partners. Driven by a passionate group of volunteers, the Friends of San Marcos Parks and Recreation exemplifies service, leadership, and collaboration. Their efforts have made a lasting impact on our community connections throughout San Marcos. For their leadership, partnership, and meaningful contributions to enhancing parks and recreation in San Marcos, we are proud to recognize the Friends of San Marcos Parks and Rec with the SMILE Award, and we are so happy to have you here this evening. And, you know, when you think of San Marcos, we have come a long way when it comes to our parks and what we offer to the community. So I just wanted to thank each one of you, and I'm sure someone is going to want to talk about what you do and why you do what you do, and how other people can get, I think, involved, because I think that's an important part of it. So when you're ready to retire, which, you know, I'm talking about retirement a lot this year, because I'll be retiring from San Marcos after 20 years, I think it's important that you find the next bit of people that want to come forward and serve our community. So anyway, I'll let you have the mic. I think, Catherine, would that be you? Sure. All right, thank you.
I'll take care of that. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mayor. We're very delighted that you are honoring the Friends this evening. We, interestingly enough, that Mayor Jones talks about who are the next participants or board members. We just recently had a strategic plan to discuss that and to come up with a plan for the next 3 years. We have goals, and we also have action items against them and timelines against them, and one of those happens to be, you know, the longevity of the board and having a pipeline for board members and how we're going to do that. So we will be working on that. If any of you want to get involved and you are a parks person, number one, you need to be fun. So we're a very fun board, and we represent various areas within our city. So our board was strategically comprised of members who are active in different areas. For example, Michael Taylor is in the equine area. So he has a horse, and he's very involved in the Twin Oaks Valley. So that helps us keep apprised of what's happening with Twin Oaks Valley equestrian people. Lauren, she has children that are, they're teens now, so students in the school district, and participates in a lot of the after-school programs or weekend programs. And so she keeps us apprised of, you know, what the community is looking for. And Jason, you know Jason, he grew up here, so he knows it all. He brings in a lot of good information about what is happening in the development world here in San Marcos, which is really nice. Holly retired from Parks and Recreation, so she really has a lot of good ideas. And Debbie is our financier. She keeps us on track. So If you are interested in being on the board, you can check out our website or just reach out to any one of us. You can contact us through Parks and Recreation. And the last thing I want to say is we have an amazing Parks and Recreation staff and department, and they have a lot of innovative ideas, and we really enjoy working with them. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'll just give you a little. Okay. So we're going to take a couple of pictures, and I did actually, as I was standing here, I went, well, at least Holly has the right color on. But you don't have to wear your shirt. That's fine. Anyway, but if we could just get a couple of pictures, that would be great. Sure. Thank you so much. Did anyone else want to speak? Nope. Are you sure? Okay. And then, I did want to ask one thing. What is your website? Friends of San Marcos Parks.com. So if you want to join, .org, sorry. If you want to join, that's right, because we changed everything. Yeah. But if you want to, join, make sure that you go online. Okay.
Sideways, front ways.
Scooching in.
Thank you.
All right, well, those were the happy things. Now we have two sad things. Well, sad, I mean, not totally sad. So there's Tess. Tess has been around for, 10 years. I want to say 10 years. So I feel like she grew up in our city almost and just has made such an amazing contribution. It's all over our city. Come on up, Tess. And don't make me cry, so I can't look in your eyes right now. It's bittersweet. I mean, we're so happy for her. And Thea, Thea's not even 10 years old, obviously. So she has actually grown up in our city. And so, what?
Her birthday's March 31st.
What? Your birthday's next week? Is it Monday? Tomorrow's Tuesday. My son's birthday is tomorrow. And 20 years, he's going to be 30 tomorrow, which blows my mind. Anyway, we are so excited to have you here. Are you going to hold this for me? Do you want to hold this for Mommy? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll give that to you. Look how pretty that is.
So pretty. Mm-hmm.
Can you read this? Do you know what that says? No. That says Tess Sangster.
I know.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, the San Marcos City Council hereby recognizes Tess Sangster, whereas Tess Sangster has served the city of San Marcos with distinction and dedication since 2015, contributing significantly to the city's growth, vitality, and reputation as a thriving and innovative community. Oh, gosh. Whereas under her leadership, the city of San Marcos has advanced transformative projects and has garnered national and international recognition, including a silver award from the International Economic Development Council, IEDC, for the North City Project and many other award-winning marketing and outreach efforts, highlighting San Marcos as a leading community for business, innovation, and quality of life. Whereas Tess Sangster has also strengthened partnerships between the city, business community, and regional stakeholders while overseeing key programs including housing, neighborhood services, and public communications, ensuring transparency, engagement, and long-term community success. I don't know how anyone's ever going to fill your shoes, but Tess is a proud San Marcos native and graduate of San Marcos High School. Tess has demonstrated a deep and enduring commitment to her hometown through her leadership, vision, and collaborative spirit. Through her service, the city of San Marcos has become a recognized leader in economic development, innovation, and community building. Oh gosh. Both regionally and nationally. We, the City Council of the City of San Marcos, do hereby recognize and honor Tess for her outstanding service, leadership, and contributions to the economic development and community vitality of San Marcos, and it extends its sincere appreciation for her dedication and commitment, and wishes her continued success in her next step. And I personally just want to say, Tess, I don't know how we're going to find someone to fill your pumps, but we will. But I'm just so excited for your next chapter. And sad that it won't be here, but like I said to you the other day, it makes it a little bit easier when I steal her to the county, because I wouldn't want to do that from the city. So anyway, thank you so much for everything. And when you drive around the city, we're gonna take a picture. And when you drive around the city, remember that Tess put her heart and soul into our community, and we're so grateful for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Did you want to say something?
I'll just say a couple things.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Just thank you so much. It has been truly an honor. Yeah, you can touch it. It's been truly an honor to serve the city of San Marcos. I've learned so much, and I'm not going anywhere. I'm raising Thea here with my husband Paul in Santa Leo, and she'll start kindergarten in the fall. So I'm still going to be a huge part. Maybe I'll join the Friends one day. So thank you everyone for all your support. It's meant the world to me. So thank you.
Thank you for and thank you for loving our community.
Oh, I love it so much.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. All right, are you going to be in the picture, Thea? Oh. If you were wondering, she's going to our sister city, Carlsbad. So just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Yeah.
I've never done this. Yeah. Oh, sorry. We'll just have protocol.
And thank you, Paul and Thea, for allowing Tess to come to to serve our city and love it so much, because we're so grateful for that. All right, now we have a retirement. If you've driven around our city, you know that it's one of the safest cities in the county. We are so happy about that. And we're losing our captain, though. We're getting another one, but we are losing our captain, which is bittersweet. But he's going to be riding off in the sunset in his car or his truck or whatever. So do you want to come down, Captain Ralph? We're going to miss you, but no, you have to. Sorry, that was actually your last order. Not that I order you around, but anyway, we are so lucky in San Marcos. We always get the best of the best, I would say. Every captain that we've had in my 20 years usually are here about 2 or 3 years, and then they either move on or they retire. So we always have been so lucky. But I have to say, you have been so wonderful for our community, and we've been through some tough things, always, with law enforcement, but we are so grateful for your service to our community. So now I'll just read this, and I'll give you our little proclamation. Give that to you. So the San Marcos City Council hereby recognizes Captain Kevin Ralph. Captain Ralph has dedicated more than 20 years of exemplary service to the San Diego County Sheriff's Department, demonstrating unwavering commitment to public safety, professional excellence, and community partnership. Captain Ralph began his distinguished career on April 4th, 2003, and after his introductory duties at the San Diego Central Jail, which had to be no fun, I'm sure, he was assigned to the San Marcos Patrol Station back in 2006. where he served with distinction in patrol operations, became a field training officer, and earned promotion to corporal, establishing early ties to our San Marcos community. Captain Ralph, throughout his career, has held a variety of critical assignments, including serving in the Poway Cops Unit and the Poway Crime Apprehension Team, Narcotic Gang Division for the East County Gang Task Force, as well as working as detective with the high-intensity drug trafficking area, contributing to regional efforts to combat organized crime and narcotics trafficking. On March 24th, 2023, Captain Ralph was promoted to captain and assumed command of the San Marcos Patrol Station. As you can see, that's longer than the 2 years that I mentioned. Been so grateful. And now he's returning to a community he previously served and remains deeply committed to and supporting. Captain Ralph's vision emphasizes providing the highest quality public safety services while strengthening partnerships between law enforcement and the community he serves. We, the City of San Marcos, California, do hereby recognize and honor you for your outstanding service and for all of the ways that you've gone over and above to love our community and care for our community. And did you have a couple of words for us? Sure. Do you think you're going to be teary-eyed?
No.
No? Okay. All right. I think you're going to miss us.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. I'll get that.
Yeah, I assumed the role of the captain in the station about 3 years ago, and I can't tell you how warm that made me feel to have walked the same hallways of the station and worked the same patrol streets back in 2006 as a junior patrol deputy. So being back as the captain of the station was absolutely breathtaking for me. It was the best thing that could have happened to me in my career. So the community, super supportive of law enforcement and public safety, which I think is a backbone of any strong community. I would like to extend my gratitude to the community of San Marcos and each and every one of you for supporting law enforcement as you do every day. So thank you for everything that you do for the city. It's been a pleasure, a true honor.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, now you have to stand and Mrs. Ralph is here this evening too. Would you like to come down for the picture so that we? Yes, please. And thank you for sharing him with us, which, by the way, she also in law enforcement. So that's got to be really tough on a family. So thank you. Oh, that's not what I said. Okay. This time I'm going to remember. Yes, we push that to the next meeting. My apologies. If you're looking at the agenda, we did push one into the next meeting because they couldn't come at the last minute. So they're going to be coming to our meeting next month. Sorry, council member. Sorry, I should have told you in advance.
I just want to make sure we didn't skip anything.
No worries. Okay, next up is our consent calendar. Do we have any items that any council members wish to pull? No?
There is a public comment on number 6, Madam Mayor.
I'm sorry?
A public comment for item number 6.
Oh, for item number 6, perfect. Okay, so we will pull item 6. Do I have a motion for the remainder?
So moved. Second.
Okay, motion for everything except item number 6. All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any noes? Seeing none? Okay, item number 6, we have Mr. Cesar Javier. Welcome. Mr. Javier comes to our Sandag meeting, so it's good to see you up in San Marcos.
All the Sandag meetings, Mr.
Yes.
Javier.
Cesar Javier and my wife Purita Javier. I was telling her, are we in the audition to the America Got Talent or are we in Hollywood? And I said, is this the place you like to live? Because we are planning to leave San Diego City. And Mom, I must tell this, and it comes from our heart and from our humble intelligence. We would like to chronicle, herald to you guys, San Marcos, you have the best leader. A gladiator, if I may say it, in all meetings at Sandag. Thank you, Ma'am. It gives us hope. I stand here and give comment on number 6. It's all about sheltering, if I may get it right. And I would like, as an acquainted with urban planning, civil engineering, it's time that we have to go back to basic. We attended the County Water Authority, and they were scratching their head how to get more profit out of nature's wealth. And the city is failing as far as providing us, I would say, free water. Why? Because the politicians there have free water, to tell you frankly. Why? You know it. Kickback after kickback. And sad to note that they're not doing something to soften our wealth getting, wealth using. We don't have much money. We are only pensioners, and you know what? They increase the water. They increase this garbage fee. They increase this, they increase that, and by God, how could we survive? So I said, my wife, you have to move, aside from escaping from that toxic generating business next door. Anyway, my contribution, sir, as an observer, this is high time to save, conserve, or shall we say respect water, particularly surface runoff. We have to catch them. We have to ensure that there is law for every house to have at least several buckets of what to conserve and save this water. Also, if there is a way we could put some, IT, bring back the water into a reservoir so we could use them somehow. You know Venice City? We went there and we asked them, where do you get your? No, we just get from the rain, and of course we pay from transporting water from other country or other islands. We must learn, and we should conform with the changing time. Thank you.
Thank you,
Madam
Mr.
Chair,
Javier.
congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I make a motion to approve item number 6. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any noes? Seeing none. Okay, moving on to oral communications. We have a few speakers. First up will be Mr. Javier, Mrs. Javier, Purita Javier, followed by Cesar Javier, then John Mosher, followed by Liz Santos. Welcome.
Good evening. We are Purita and Cesar Javier, seniors with excess medical condition and victims of ceramics kiln toxicity located, constructed, and operated at the residential zone neighborhood since 98 for we are hurt. We live in fear. We are here to share our story with our city leadership. Oh, to be on guard and protect, defend residents from environmental hazards, sins, or such as our problem, and most importantly, the ignored and neglected victims of the Tijuana River Valley pollution crisis. I will read to you some doctors' findings and promised to follow the 4 steps of my heroine niece, protecting our country and people. That's her. To whom it may concern, my patient, that's me, Purita Javier, request my documentation in regards to how her surrounding environment, namely her neighbor kiln, affects her health. She has.
Thank you, Mrs. Javier. Mr. Javier, welcome.
We are both sick and hurt, physically, emotionally. But, this is a kind of warfare, different from the physical warfare that we see and experience. We are trying to fight for justice. We are trying our best to correct something that is, it's wrong. It's wrong. Air Pollution Control District has put into rule that ceramic kiln is exempt, and the 20 other manufacturing and industrial activities, which are emitting toxicity at a certain level. The people there came to our place, and I said, you can use our property so you could observe, please. And they responded, oh, we can. Yours is negligible region-wide. APCD was taken independent from the county land use and environmental group by Mayor Gloria, 2019, in a hope that, could address reduction of air quality issues, meaning the clean air that is supposed to be for everybody, but it's not. Let's review, let's study the setup, the tasking, and their mission. Oh boy, it's all about collecting fees. Penalties are massaged with their board, and that's it. We have the reason to believe that Mayor Gloria is the money bag of the hierarchy of this state. My God, help us. Elo Rivera, who is campaigning to be a mayor, is one of the governing board member, absentee. And the mayor, original senior governing board member, and have done nothing except reading the smell odor in July of 2024. Only that particular month, only to find out, oh, rotten egg, oh, nitrogen sulfide. Why? Why only that time when the crisis began in 1993, as presented in Sandag by Councilor Moreno? We asked you, even a single amount of money, let's help those victims. Our city ignored it.
Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much.
Javier. Thank you. Next up is John Mosher, followed by Liz Santos. Mr. Javier, don't forget your vase. Sorry. Thank you, Mr. Mosher. Welcome.
We'll go back now to our home.
Thank you.
Hopefully, the dream home will come true.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, city staff. I'm John Mosher, San Marcos Mobile Estates HOA president. What I brought tonight is a map of our park. I brought that reference to the fact that 4 years ago, we went to a rent review hearing. This year, the management company has requested more than even a CPI increase change. And basically, I brought this because normally what I did 4 years ago was I asked the council members to come and tour the park with me. But right now, knowing how busy your schedule is, and also that our rent review hearing date will probably show up on the calendar on April 14th, I wanted to share this with you. The streets ended up being one of our biggest things and one of the settlement items where they were supposed to take care of them, and then they kind of backed off and said they'd do part of them. This map here brings you in the back gate, takes you down one side and around the park, and it takes you past the places that they left. So you can see part of what was done, but you can see where they purposely left the alligatoring spots all over the place. And those areas have just gotten worse over these years, and they haven't fixed them. That increase that year netted them over $100,000 extra per year, which we're still paying. And the next year was about 50 to 60,000. The next was about the same because of CPI change. CPI was high for the last 3 to 4 years. Last year it dropped down to 2.8. This year it jumped back up to 4. We thought we were making progress, but we're not. So at this point in time, if you get a chance just to drive through the neighborhood and take a look, it wouldn't take very long with the path I've got for you there. I appreciate it, just a precursor. They finally reached out to us about getting together this year. And so I asked them, please send me something in writing before we get together. Says, I always ask you for something in writing. So the response I got was 2 words, like what? So I made essentially 2 more requests talking to them until we're going to have a meeting next Tuesday, actually. And they've agreed to bring me something in writing, but it's nothing to work with. So instead of having something for the last 3 weeks that I could take to my people and present, which I actually told my residents I would have something for last Saturday's monthly meeting, I had nothing. So they've chosen to be silent, and we have no choice but fight as hard as we can to save the money. So anyway, we'll get further into this as we go. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Oops. Thank you, Mr. Mosher. Next up is Liz Santos. Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor Jones, council members, and city staff. My name is Liz Santos. I'm here to address a dangerous administrative bypass regarding TPM 19001. The administrative process is not a license to ignore the law, nor does it excuse the absence of required signatures, in this case, mine, necessary to protect my private property rights. The TPM 0001 has moved forward in the shadows without our consent. Additionally, I have requested AutoCAD.dwg files and ALTA, topo, and boundary surveys multiple times through the San Marcos Public Records portal and indirect emails to attorney Helen Peak and Puma, sorry if I pronounced her name wrong, Parahala. These requests remain unfilled. Ms. Peak, you specifically have been involved with this project since Michael McDonald's involvement. Gary Levitt's partnering and purchase agreement between the city, Gary Levitt, and Michael McDonald in the early 2000s, highlighting on record the Development Service Department requests these documents from Stephen Cresto, engineer, for their records, and we are requesting those public records. More importantly, there is a document pattern of maliciousness that the city attorney office completely ignores. My 82-year-old mother is being sued. Our vehicles have been damaged by construction debris. Most critically, I was hit by the tractor operated by the development team, and you have some pictures there. All of these above have been avoided with, all of these could have been avoided with the proper written permission of our real estate, as the city conducted with the property at 261 Riedel Road in San Marcos, California. Instead, unsafe environments are in place, and Gary Levitt and Michael McDonald and Mike Azabel continue to operate maliciously. Our intentions unaddressed vest rights in our oversight of the city permitting plans the contractors used during COVID-19. The city currently is allowing unlimited extensions of TPM 19001 without city council and planning commission view. I'll go down. I'm asking the city council tonight, one, direct the city attorney to stop ignoring the safety records of this project and release the AutoCAD files and survey immediately. Investigate why this parcel map was allowed to proceed without the signatures and why the extension was provided without elected official vote. Your duty is to require to protect. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mrs. Santos. Next up, we have Marlene Walter. Welcome.
Hello, council and everyone today. I'm responding because I didn't know even John was going to talk about it, but the rent, if it went up $100,000 approximately, that's accumulative. That's over 4 years, $400,000. Then $50,000 the following year, and that's accumulative. And now, not only did they say they want 4%, but they went above that and said, well, giving everyone a flat fee of $35. I have been trying to get them to clean the clubhouse. That's a health thing. The bathrooms, they're doing a better job in the bathrooms, but they're not cleaning the clubhouse. It was cleaned once since COVID, and only because we complained so badly. And when I say clean, they cleaned the carpets, they cleaned all the windows in there, but there are dead bugs right now on the window ledges, and I've gone in every week. Just wipe them down. I mean, we do it ourselves, and they're not doing anything for the money, but they're saying, well, we're putting in the transformers now. Well, that was supposed to be done before now. And that's, maybe they're getting stuck with the bill now, but it's something that should have been done 7 years ago or 10 years ago when we had no electricity for 3 weeks during the really, really bad heat wave. And so, as far as I'm concerned, I don't think they deserve any increase this year because we haven't seen, last year they said they had to wait, the new management company, to see what's going on. Now they're digging up the streets to put the transformers in, but then they're going to have to dig up the streets again because the water lines keep breaking. The sewer keeps breaking, and we have the smell of sewer spills or backing up in people's homes. So it's not that they're asking just for money. They're not doing anything that the homeowners are asking for. And so I brought that up. But the other thing was that they changed the speed limit here on Rancheros, and it was 35. And I noticed today it's 25. We asked for slower paces, but it's from Rancheros coming this way to the city council meeting. But 25 is a very big, drastic decrease from the 35. It starts at 40, then it was 35. It's not, it's 25. And I don't know how many people noticed that.
Thank you, Marlene. Okay, next up is, oh, they're already there. You guys are magical. I didn't even see you moving around over there. Next up is item number 16, our public hearing. The 2026 Draft Community Development Block Grant Annual Action Plan and substantial amendments to program years 2023 to 2024 and 2025 to 2026. This evening, we have Quentin Hufford, our Senior Management Analyst, and Sylvia Daniels, our Housing and Neighborhood Services Director, and they will provide us with a presentation. Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Sylvia Solis-Daniels. I'm the Housing and Neighborhood Services Director. And tonight, Quentin Hufford, our Senior Management Analyst, will be presenting the CDBG 2026-2027 Annual Action Plan and substantial plan amendments to prior years.
Good evening. The U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development provides annual funding for eligible cities through the Community Development Block Grant, commonly known as the CDBG program. Funds must support eligible projects benefiting low to moderate income individuals in San Marcos and meet one of three national objectives: to benefit low and moderate income persons, prevention or elimination of slums or blight, or to address urgent needs, typically emergencies. Each year, the city prepares an annual action plan. This identifies how CDBG funds will be used and must align with the city's 2025 to 2029 consolidated plan. Adoption of the annual action plan is required for the city to receive annual CDBG funding. In addition to the annual action plan, staff is proposing substantial amendments to prior program years. These amendments reallocate funding to construction-ready projects, supporting timely expenditure and compliance with HUD requirements. For program year 2026 to 2027, the city anticipates approximately $703,648 in new CDBG entitlement funding, along with approximately $497,000 in reinstated prior year funds. These funds are proposed to support housing affordability programs, community facility improvements, and neighborhood infrastructure projects in qualifying low and moderate income areas, including park and facility improvements that support timely implementation. Public service programs will also be funded through a competitive application process. Applications were accepted through March 6th and are currently under review. Funding recommendations will be presented to City Council at the April 28th adoption hearing. These activities are designed to address community needs and support services for San Marcos residents in eligible areas. In addition to the public hearings, the city conducted outreach through legal notices published in English and Spanish, included in the Coast News and Hispanos Unidos publications, as well as direct notifications to public service providers and stakeholders, and bilingual digital communications through the city's housing and neighborhood services distribution lists to encourage broad public review and participation. The draft annual plan and proposed substantial amendments are available for a 30-day public review and comment period from March 20th through April 22nd, 2026. Tonight's public hearing is to receive input on the draft plans. Staff will return to City Council on April 28th, 2026, with final funding recommendations and proposed adoption of the annual action plan and substantial amendments prior to submission to HUD. Instructions for submitting public comments are included in the draft documents available online and at City Hall. This concludes our presentation, and we're available to answer any additional questions.
All right, thank you. Looking at the table 2, the Richmar Park Phase 2, and then that's up about $360,000, and then the Senior Activity Center HVAC, if you guys knew how much that needed to be done. The $343,000, yeah, we really uncovered an onion how that was installed in the first place, that it was somehow connected to the fire station. It was a little bit different, but I know that the folks over there are very, very happy that that's actually happening, and after all these years, because I know they were really sweating it out over there. So I'm glad to see those things going forward. Do we have any other council? Yes, Councilmember Musgrove.
Thank you, Q. Real quickly, so funds are earmarked for affordable housing projects as a qualifier?
Affordable housing programs.
Program. Oh, programs, not projects. Okay,
Right.
because we also have in there construction ready. So what are we differentiating there?
The programs are going to be focused on rental assistance.
And so the construction ready projects are,
The Senior Center, HVAC, and Richmar Park.
so we've already earmarked the funds for those projects.
Correct.
So this is simply just to notify the public where we intend to spend the CDBG?
Yes.
Thank you.
And I do have a quick question about the housing assistance. How will we be allocating that? Is that the money that we put into the shelter program, or is that separate? Is it how we do
That's
it?
separate funding.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
And then that's administered by your office, correct?
We've solicited for public service providers to provide that resource.
Okay, perfect. All right. So that would be, do we have anyone that's responded yet, as of yet, or no? I'm just curious.
Those will be presented in April.
Perfect. Okay, great. So everyone will be in the know in April. Thank you very much for that. Any further comment, questions? Yes, Councilmember Nunez.
Thank you, Mayor. I have a follow-up question, and this might also be premature, but do we already know what the eligibility for that assistance is or might be?
There are standard HUD requirements that would have to fall under, yes.
Okay, and so how will our residents know what the qualifications are or the restrictions for the funds?
Once we allocate funding, or once council approves allocated funding in April, will then become public. So we will include a message around all requirements for a program.
Okay, so can we make sure to have that for our next item when we see that item come back to council?
Certainly, we can include that.
Thank you so much. Nothing
Okay.
further from me.
And will that be an online platform, or do we not know those details yet? It might be.
Don't
too
quite
early.
have all
Okay.
of those details, but yes, we'll make it a public and open process as possible.
Perfect. All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you very, very much for the presentation. Any other questions, comments? This is a public hearing, so I don't remember ever seeing it that we open, conduct, and close a public hearing, and then we open the 30-day comment period, but maybe that is how it always has been? It seems different, but maybe not.
How the item is agendized,
Yeah.
I would feel free to tell the audience that you're opening the public hearing.
Yes, so my recommendation would be to open, conduct, and close a public hearing regarding the draft program year 26-27 annual action plan for the Community Development Block Grant and the proposed substantial amendments to the 2023 and 2025-26 annual action plans. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion is second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any noes? And then I also make a motion to open a 30-day public comment period for the draft program year 26-27 annual action plan and propose substantial amendments to the 23-24 and 2025 and 2026 annual action plans. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Did we do that? No, and no no's. Did I do that? Okay. Perfect. Okay.
Any speakers?
No, there weren't any speakers. So moving on
Close
to,
it?
yes.
Move to
Do I
close.
have to close the public hearing too?
Move to close the public hearing?
Okay.
Motion was to open and close.
You open,
I
conduct.
thought I did.
Oh, okay.
I thought I did, but that's why I read it.
Close it once.
I didn't know you can open and close it on the same.
Well,
same
I
vote.
was reading the agenda item,
Barn
that's why I
door,
did it that way.
horse.
I don't recall it ever being that way written, but I just thought I would read it, so, okay. That's all right, we're learning. All right, oral communications don't have any. Reports, Sandag. Last week was our retreat, 2 days in Hamul. That was interesting. Basically, it was kind of like having a retreat is much like goal setting, I would say. We talked a lot about different items. We talked about managed lanes. We talked about, the plan that we approved back in December, and then kind of what we were wanting to do with any funding that comes in that's local funding. And one of the things that we in the past have been working on is, spending money on, let me go back, Transnet. So we were talking about Transnet, any changes to Transnet. And, we have very different buckets where has to be a certain thing. And then there are some that are kind of interesting, that can be slightly flexible. And so one of the things that we were talking about specifically was in our last plan that we approved in December, there has been a shift toward smaller solutions for transit, not the bigger buses, but the NCTD Plus. And one of the things that we were talking about, a specific bucket, about 2.5%, I think it is, out of the total bucket of monies that are at Sandag that come in from Transnet, was we've been spending it on transit-oriented development, actual development, but the numbers are very small, so you can't actually build a meaningful project. And so we were talking about what could we do that would be a little more flexible, that would actually be more applicable and, for today's standards and things that are working for the community. So one of the things, Deputy Mayor, that we were talking about specifically was, could we use some of those dollars for NCDD Plus? And I had mentioned that, in San Marcos, we have a congestion management tax that is specifically for areas like North City, not for residential single family, but more for our higher density projects or anything that's attached, basically. And so I was saying, well, if we're going to do grants for things like NCDD Plus, it'd be great if you actually were incentivized by city puts in a little bit of money, maybe a developer puts in a little money, and you cobble together the money so that it actually is a better project. And I said, and it would be great if a city's willing to do that, willing to get private development to put forth money to cobble that together, if there would be an incentive to that. Because if we're going to put in the money, wouldn't it be better that we could actually make that a better grant? So talking about the criteria of what that might look like, we came to an agreement that we actually liked that idea. In fact, the director was saying, hey, that's a great idea. Then we talked also about managed lanes and what they are today. So for instance, in the 2021 plan, we had approved, I voted no, but a conversion of lanes on the 78 to managed lanes, which is basically a toll road. And in the 25 plan, that was not the same. So we had actually backtracked on that. So a lot of the board was talking about different things. There is the 125, which is currently a toll road. It was built as a toll road, and many of the folks out in South County want us to actually make that a free road to drive on. And unfortunately, it's not in the standards that Caltrans would accept it today. And so many of us on the board, we're also talking about this again because it comes up pretty often. And that is that it needs to pay for itself to actually be brought up to the Caltrans standard before we would be able to sign that over to Caltrans so that they can actually accept it, because we shouldn't be paying to make that asset whole. Anyway, with taxpayer dollars that are outside of the 125. Anyway, a lot of discussion, but I felt very hopeful because I felt like all of the folks that attended the retreat were very trying to, have regional hats on, and we're trying to work together and, have the different needs of different parts of the county. So I felt hopeful. I felt like it was a good retreat. It was long, and it was all the way out in Hamul. But it's lovely if you've never actually been to the new Hamul Casino. It's brand new, and it's really, really pretty. So anyway, I didn't stay overnight in the hotel. I had to get back to work, so I drove down second day. And even carpooled with one of the board members coming home, gave them a ride. So anyway, that's pretty much it. And we do have a meeting coming up this Friday as well. League of California Cities, Councilmember Musgrove.
We meet next month, Mayor.
Okay, next up is North County Transit. Deputy Mayor, my apologies for calling you Councilmember.
It's all good. It's
Sorry.
all good. So we met last Thursday, and the overwhelming majority of the meeting was spent, about an hour and a half of it, discussing our opposition to SB 677, which is another Senator Wiener bill that actually enhances, if that's the right way to describe it, enhances SB 79 and puts it a little bit more stronger language in its efforts to take away local control. And so, of course, all of the different cities that are represented on NCTD, we were unanimous in our opposition, and we all kind of had our own individual community-based, hot buttons that we didn't like about it, but there's definitely consensus and support in opposing that. A couple of the things, I mean, it's basically all about trying to make it easier to do transit-oriented development. One positive piece of it for our mobile home residents is that it is going to prevent mobile home parks from being converted into mid-rise type of development if you happen to be if your location qualifies for that TOD. And so that's probably one of the positive pieces of it. But the rest of it's all, if you have so many different train routes that are going, then that you can have transit-oriented development in that area. They now, you can do it near high-speed ferries, which I don't know how many high-speed ferries we have, but for the cities that do have ferry service, now they're going to have high-rises on at their docks, most likely. And so it's not looking good. We know that how things go in Sacramento, and they're all about taking away the local control from us, which is unfortunate. But we had a spirited debate on the board, like I said, lasted about 90 minutes, and we are going to be formally opposing it.
Interestingly enough, Mayor Sanchez came to our Sandag retreat after that meeting.
Oh, yeah.
And she said that they have about 77,000 housing units right now, and that it would add another 100,000. So making it from 77,000 to 177,000. She said she was actually very upset about it, and I'm like, well, yeah, we don't like it either, and we need to fight back because local control is so important. But I'm glad that that NCD did that up, so I'm glad they did that. So anyway, okay, moving on to North County Dispatch.
We meet in May.
In May. Okay. Clean Energy Alliance, Councilmember Nunez.
Thank you, Mayor. We have a meeting this Thursday, March 26, 2 p.m., and we're at the Lucadia Wastewater District Boardroom. So that's 1960 La Costa Avenue in Carlsbad. And so the public is welcome to attend in person. There's also a Zoom option.
Okay. Next up is business visits. Councilmember LeBlanc and I went on a business visit there to Barbecue Freedom. We didn't even coordinate our clothing, and we were somehow wearing bright pink, which was interesting. But it was founded in 2021 by Kurt Blaker, San Diego native with 13 years of experience in barbecue equipment, restaurants, real estate, and construction sectors. He is right there behind Tina's Deli in the back area. His mission is to create dream-worthy outdoor spaces by combining product expertise with custom design and lifelong customer support. Did you want to jump in there, Councilmember?
Sure. So he sells over 30 brands of grills, and he does design for backyards and designs for grilling areas. So he has some really beautiful designs. And he's also dabbling in selling cold plunge pools and infrared heaters.
There's Councilmember LeBlanc. She braved it. They didn't show the picture of me standing next to her thinking I don't want her to fall because she's still wounded a little bit, and it just was a weird experience because you were doing what?
So he has virtual reality where you put yourself in the design. So you're walking around. I was like, am I gonna be unsteady? Am I gonna be okay? But the mayor was my guide, and so that's that beautiful picture there. Me navigating the backyard of one of his designs. So it's really helpful to be in the design because you can see the perspective of where is this grill. You can walk around the design and see what your backyard will feel like. So it was really cool, and Mayor Jones did the virtual reality as well.
Yes, and spatially, I mean, you can really feel if you're close to the, because a lot of times your grill is near your house, then you have a patio cover and that sort of thing, so you could actually feel what the space is like. I thought it was really cool. And I think he's one of the first ones that's actually bringing that in to backyard space. And he lives all the way out in Borrego Springs. We did find that out, which is pretty far out there, but he drives every day, loves what he's doing. I mean, you can tell.
Yes.
He's really into it.
He loves San Marcos.
Mm-hmm.
He said all of the residents here are really friendly. Everybody he's installed backyards for. He knows everything about barbecues. He did maintenance of barbecues for a while, and he knows his product. He does pizza ovens. He does refrigerators. He has everything. And so if anybody's in need of a new backyard, a new grill, then definitely head over and check him out. He's open to the public every day as well. So you can walk in. It's just him, one employee who helps him with installations, and then a bookkeeper. So really small. He just really loves what he does. So I would highly recommend him. He seems like it's a great business in our community for sure.
And he even has some really high-end stuff. He was like, okay, you want to see this cool little gadget? And he pushed a button, and up pops this little remote of turning on, it was plugs. So in case you want to plug in things, they're at your island. And then there was the grill that had the really high-tech rotisserie. You just like push a button and it turns on, and it's really quiet. It's like, anyway, and then it was very expensive.
That one was $9,000.
$9,000.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like more than a car. Well,
it had
more
the
than
phone charger and everything.
It was crazy. Anyway, it was really beautiful. He has some beautiful things. That's not for everyone. I didn't afford that, but he had some really, really cool things. And the pizza oven part is really interesting too. And then also the fact that he's doing the cold plunges. He's just kind of dabbling in the whole backyard experience, which I thought was cool. So
yeah, and he does the designs himself, or he'll work with a contractor that you've already hired to do your backyard, and they'll collaborate on the design. So he kind of does a little bit of everything. So it's a really great visit. And it was Tessa's last business visit.
Oh, I know.
She's very sad.
Is she left?
No, she's here. She's right there.
It's just not going to be the same. Okay, moving on to council commentary. Anybody?
Oh, yes, I have something. Just wanted to give a shout out to Jamie Smith, who's our San Marcos Fire Department emergency manager, and she has been named one of San Diego Weekly's 2026 Standout Honorees for Women Shaping San Diego. So this is an article that she's featured in. There were some really great testimonials in the article. So just thank you so much to Jamie for her hard work. She's a really incredible person, a great asset to our community. So this is well-deserved recognition for sure. So check out the article, definitely.
And if you could just bottle her energy.
Yes.
She makes fire safety actually fun, I think. I mean, she's got so much energy, and she's just real. I mean, you can tell she just loves doing what she's doing.
And she's been doing it more than 15 years.
Yeah.
So really impressive.
Very impressive. Yeah, we're so proud of her. Okay, anything else? No? We did attend the Blue Zones meeting recently, which is really cool. I thought it was very well done, and I think we actually already talked about that at our last meeting, but still, the excitement is still lingering. Anyway, all right.
One thing I want to add about the Blue Zones, if you wanted to watch the keynote presentation and you couldn't make it, it is on YouTube, the full presentation, so you can watch it there. And also our spring egg scramble and bunny breakfast is coming up not this Saturday, but next Saturday. So make sure to bring your kids. That's always a fun time.
Always a fun time. All right. With that, this meeting is adjourned.